A realization that most children are spared is the stark epiphany that others are wildly different. More accurately, I was the odd one out. I felt different from everyone else on Earth. No wonder I loved UFOs from an early age. My mind doesn't process information like theirs do. I couldn't understand what made them laugh or cry. They giggled over things that caused no reaction in me, and they welcomed behaviors that caused me anxiety. As a child, I felt a pressure to hide my inner self, because if anyone knew how unusual I was, the world would think less of me. Being close to people is a way to feel alienated, since I don't need to respond how they expect. They all seem so similar to each other, while I have always remained a stranger. It usually takes them opening their mouths to voice an opinion, or share their interests, or just reacting naturally to normal stimuli, for me to think, these people are not like me. Discovering someone who can relate is like finding a whole new planet in space. The only place where I felt like I belonged was in the darkness of the universe. If anything, I wanted to exist in a parallel universe where I could live free of the expectations of society. When a child's parents realize that the kid is different than the rest, they can go two different routes. The first explores what makes the kid unique, and the other insists on him becoming normal, which involves smothering his natural instincts and him learning to behave in normal ways. I was told the latter, to wear a mask, because eventually it would become natural. It only helped me develop a severe self-hate, as I kept flagellating myself with stuff like, maybe if I try harder I'll fit in better. When will these feelings go away? When will I become normal? I must be completely stupid. My mind split into two, the conscious brain, the one that deliberately chose what to do, and the monster, what dwelt deep inside, that only spat out unacceptable reactions and emotions, many of them troublesome, or at least made some people uncomfortable. When I visited one of my first therapists, my reason for going was, I can't feel anything. I had come to believe I didn't experience emotions, because for all my life I had to train myself to discard the products of my subconscious mind, so I could live like a normal person. I only identified with my conscious self, which barely kept its head above the water, opaque, mercurial waters, filled with monsters. I felt that if I loosened the tight grip on my mind, myself would literally disappear, swallowed by the unacceptable, monstrous forces that I was taught to repudiate and suppress. This may be why I developed a strong tendency to view the world as a dangerous place full of threats. Except that it is such a dangerous place, most people don't care to connect the dots. A terrifying world full of treacherous people, where even many of the benevolent ones are evil. The very nature of the universe is a conspiracy, a vast, hostile, and ultimately undefeatable enemy. I am afraid, terrified, and deeply concerned about the future of humanity.